All right, Chris, this is definitely not the 1920s anymore.
No.
That's
I don't believe that.
no, that's Al Capone. You recognize Al Capone, right?
Man, the syphilis really did a number on him.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Dojo Underage Light. I'm Jeff.
I'm Chris.
Yes, Gears Tactics. So here's the thing, Chris. Gears Tactics came out last year on the PC first. We played it on the PC. I wasn't really able to run it very well on my PC. Part of that was because my PC was all jacked up, and the other part of it was because my PC is garbage. So, but this holiday season, with the launch of the Xbox Series X, they basically put it out on the consoles.
And here we are.
And now I'm not able to really, this game doesn't have save slots. This is going to be a little strange.
What does that mean?
Okay, so what this means is that I would start a new game to show you this from the jump, but if I do that, it's going to overwrite my game. Or I think it is. In any case, it doesn't really matter because the way this game is structured is I'm on this is the next to the last chapter of the game. We're almost completely finished with the game.
So you've been playing this for a while.
I have. I almost beat it right before you got here. But what happens with this game is that in the various acts, you'll have story missions, right?
Okay.
And so we're not playing one of those. And then in between, you have these filler missions that are all different types of objectives. So, you can see this one at the top is locate a stronghold, send a squad to eliminate the enemy and blow up their emulsion tanks. This one is grab usable salvage before Nemesis get them.
So what are we going to do, Jeff?
We're going to do probably this Silver Ghost one, which is
the best Rolls Royce ever.
Trying to cut the convoy off with essential resources. Scrubs have invaded a site containing a key asset. Bring back the equipment. So basically, we're just trying to get to a box. But before we do that, I could show you that.
Wow.
You have a whole group, and in these missions you have to complete. You can see I've done one, so you have to complete 3 of them to get to the story mission, right? So I've done one. I did this Shadow Overlord is done.
You failed it though.
No, I failed the optional objective. So you get more loot for doing the optional objective.
Jeff is all defensive. No, I didn't. I completed it. Fuck the optional objective.
But then you have to have a big group because Michaela here, my sniper, she was on that last mission, and so I can't use her on any of the other missions. So you have to kind of pick what you're doing.
Because they're in different places.
Right. So we have a whole kind of group of people here. This is the main dude, the main beefy Gears man. Gabe. Yeah, we've got Sid.
He's old and cranky.
So they actually put out an update to the game where you get this Jack, which is a bot from the Gears series that is another. The bot can't attack, but it can do a bunch of buffing and debuffing and basically another character.
Thank you for explaining because I didn't know Jack. So.
Yeah, there you go. So these are all the named characters up here, but then down here at the bottom, we've got these are just people that you recruit. So each one of them has a different. You've got heavies, you've got supports.
A lot of people with missing eyes in this game. That's what I'm taking away from that.
And you can customize them. So I actually have gone through to customize every one of these with their own little armors and
we'll get
patterns
to it, Jeff.
and stuff.
Come on. What are you doing? Let's kill some people.
All right.
Tactics-wise.
Let's do Silver Ghost. Let's see. Hold on. Nemesis is 4. Okay. All right. So I want to take...
square by square, we will kill.
We're going to use Sid.
Another eye patch guy.
Very powerful. We need a heavy... I'm going to bring in this Vandal character as my heavy.
Another eye patch guy.
Yep, all eye patches.
It's a very monovision game you've set up here.
I'm going to bring in...
I'm going to close one eye for the whole rest of this.
I'm going to bring in a sniper. And then I also want to bring in a healer. So there's a support class... We'll bring in Marianne here.
She's a healer? Yeah,
yes.
She looks like a real medic.
So you pick your outfit, then you can go into each one of them. I picked up a bunch of boxes in the previous thing, so you'll get different equipment that you can put. So that's a frag grenade. She doesn't need a frag grenade. But Sid could use a frag grenade, so let's put... epic frag grenade. And then here's the guns, and each gun has this is how you basically kit out. They have these different skills that modify things. I'm going to kind of just stick with what I got. These guys should all be fine. So each individual character has their equipment is based on what their class is.
So I would like to say this is the first time I think I've ever stepped into one of these with you where you have been playing it for a long time already. Like usually you're like, I don't know, we're just getting started out. Sometimes you'll be like, well, I played a different game. But the first time you're like, oh, we're stepping into the game I've been playing.
Yes, we're stepping into the game. Not only are we stepping into the game that I've been playing, we're stepping into the game that I've been playing on the mission right before the end of the game.
Did you?
So
were those on previous episodes of Rage Select?
No,
with other people?
No. I've just been playing this to try to I've been playing this to try and get my my list of games from 2020 filled out, so that when I pick best games of 2020, I've got a good handle on all the different games. And this is one I wanted to play. It's just that it was PC only, and my PC ran it like garbage.
So you said, yeah.
The enemies came around a valuable piece of equipment. No surprise.
So
there.
this is also a tactics game like Empire of Sin that we were playing yesterday, except that I like this one a lot more.
Okay.
Which this one is pure, unadulterated combat.
So explain to me as we go why it's superior.
Okay, so the Coalition, which is the company that's making the Gears games now, since Epic, I think it was Epic a long time ago. When it started, it was Epic and Cliffy B that were making the Gears games, and then eventually they started being made by this company called the Coalition. Okay.
Look, you should do a Cheers reference there. Well, Cliffy, the thing you don't know about Gears of War is...
So...
Yeah, bomb that.
Throwing a grenade.
Got that. They're done.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is very close to the end of the game, so my characters are also kind of insanely powerful at this point.
So how does that... Is it
shit.
unbalancedly powerful?
God damn it.
What?
I messed up. I equipped my sniper with a bolt that makes it so there's only one shot in
You got to deal with it, man.
sniper rifle, which is a problem.
Well,
So-
I bet you can still do it.
We'll see. Yeah, she's already
or
ran out of ammo. She's going to be relatively useless.
You're like, that was a weird choice to even have available. I'm only going to give him one shot.
Well, the thing is that the bolt that I was using, it's like it reduces the ammo count by 2. So if I had equipped other equipment that was able to like raise the ammo count and then like offset that with the power imbalance, it would probably have worked better.
It's like someone trying to explain computer like C++ to me right now, but okay.
So as far as what makes this better, first off, it's like a lot smoother. It's very smooth. It's very...
What do you mean? Graphics?
Like just the way that the UI moves around. I think that one of the things with Empire of Sin was that it was all taking place inside of buildings, which meant that you had like walls and ceilings and shit to deal with, whereas all of this takes place like God's eye view of outside areas, which makes it easier to kind of see what's going on, what's coming from where, who's doing what, all that different stuff.
Sure.
So that definitely helps.
It's weird to me that tactics games are making a comeback.
There were quite a few this year that were very good. Like there was an XCOM game called Chimera Squad that came out this year in 2020 that was like a weird cop game where you played like alien cops basically.
Really?
That was very good. I really liked that one. God damn it! Why? Sniper is my favorite class in this game because they can act like 100 times before they have to stop.
Sniper's the best class.
Okay, what do we got here? And see, this is like the low. Like if we do this, we can see like all of the math that's going on in the background. Let's see. I'm gonna save her for a kill shot. So, what do you have? Now. Okay, let's just see what I could do. Oh, 100%, sure. Oh yeah, he's got the elevated thing.
Wow. And he's not dead?
No, but he's almost dead. So what I'm going to do is switch back over to my sniper and finish him off with the 100% chance. Also, I love that this game is redonkulously gory. Like everybody's getting their heads blown off. and I kind of absolutely love it.
You're here for it.
So this guy over here, he's got this Overwatch set up. So if I walk into that area with one of my characters, they'll get shot at. So I've got one of my characters that is I'm trying to kind of go down there. Okay, so this is one of the things that's actually in this game that I've never seen in a tactics game that's really interesting, is you see how that guy, he's down. He's got the little like skull over his head. So my character, can she get over there? Yes, she can. Okay, she can execute this character. Remember, we had executions last time.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is great because, first off, it's awesome because she's got a Lancer, which is the chainsaw gun. So we're going to go fucking...
That's pretty gory. You're not wrong.
When you do that, everybody else gets an extra action point. Like, this game is not set to like one move and one attack. Like, you can do a bunch of things to keep building action points in your characters to let them continue to keep acting.
So if one character does a cool thing, everybody else gets an extra move.
Right. Yes, basically. Damn, everybody else is too far away. So the only problem is that the character that does the execution doesn't get an extra move. So
they're stuck wherever they are.
So right, this character cannot move at all.
So if you make that extreme move right into the enemy territory, you might be fucked.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Sid down here, and I'm going to keep these two on this bridge. So there's also these cases that are in the level, and when you pick them up, you basically get a bunch of gear. So why is... Oh, God, he's got the same...
A gear of war?
You might say... I equipped him with something also that only gives him one shot. What have I done?
You really fucked up.
I really fucked myself here. Yeah, I really...
Or did you just challenge yourself?
Maybe I did. I picked this mission because it was one that I thought... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. This is I feel like this might...
Is there a twist?
No, because she's got a regular Lancer. I was going to say... Maybe I did it. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, it's fine. All right. So I cannot imagine playing this game without this little bot because I've also got all these like crazy little abilities that I can do. So like since she's just standing out there in the open, I'm going to put a damage reduction shield on. And then I'm also going to drop a defensive barrier here for these two.
So that's a shield thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great job, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, but she didn't take any damage because she was shielded. She put that shield on her.
She's not in the shield, though.
No. I put a different shield on her. Oh, but see, that guy just revived his buddy. And now he thinks he's a funny guy. These two think that they're fucking hilarious because they've set up Overwatch on Sid. But Sid has armor on that does 75% damage reduction when he gets shot at from Overwatch.
I'm starting to understand why we don't normally do these episodes where you've been playing it for 80 hours.
Look at that.
Come in.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm a super guy. I got all kinds of stuff. Ooh, look, I'm super cool. Let's see. Oh, really? Okay.
He's dry as a bone here, Jeff. You should do something about that.
I'll do this.
What?
I'll do that. How about if I do that? That seems like it might work.
Yeah. Hey, that was cussing. That's not okay. This is a family-friendly show.
This show is for all ages.
Is it, Jeff?
It's really not.
You said asshole.
It's really not.
Don't make me call Jesus back in here.
Don't bring Jesus back in here. Man, I hate this reloading bullshit. The snipers actually have a whole bunch of really, 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 really useful skills to get around that stuff. But let's just go ahead and take care of this jerk off with my chainsaw.
I like it.
All right.
So they all dead?
That's like the first wave. Like our goal is to get to this door, and then there'll be a second battlefield over here that has even more jerk-offs in
let's
it.
get to it.
Yeah, that was my intention.
Sorry. I thought we were going to play Minecraft.
We're just going to segue over to Minecraft. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like this game, when it starts, it's super, super hand-holdy. They don't give you a lot of characters. You start with only 2 characters. And I had a hard time, like, in the first hour of the game until they really started opening it up.
In the sense
of getting attached to it, of being interested in it. Like, at first, I wasn't entirely sure whether I was going to dig it, basically.
But now you really like it.
But now I'm one mission away from the end. I don't think I'll go back and like play it again or anything, but
I mean, if they have add-ons, would you be interested in?
maybe. It's funny, like, I don't know. Have you ever played any of the Gears games?
Yeah, I didn't really care for them.
See, I didn't like them back when they were in the old days, like when they were the Cliffy B, big beefy beef
Yeah.
men. Like I didn't like those.
Oh yeah, it's so different from what I saw with the character selection here, Jeff.
Well, but these characters I feel like are different than
They're so much more balanced. This is like the Seinfeld of Gears of War games. They're always like, she killed her bad guys one bullet at a time. I can't date her. Undateable.
All I know is that they recently put out a little like expansion for Gears 5 that was called Hive Busters that came out like a week before Christmas.
Okay.
And it was just like this 3-hour-long campaign where you play in like a kind of a Hawaiian-ish island, like trying to solve the mystery of this shit that's going down there. And
By
I really
shooting everyone on the island.
Oh yeah, 100%, absolutely. But I really enjoyed that as well. Like I really seem to be enjoying it, and I liked Gears 5, and so I just feel like I like this game when it's not Marcus Phoenix and his fucking beefy beef bros beefing it up. I mean, my characters might be beefy, but none of them are wearing a do-rag and a soul patch. So
why? Let me ask you a question. Like, I mean, obviously, tactic games are having a little bit of a comeback right now.
sure.
Why aren't they doing 3D tactics games?
What do you mean?
Is there any reason it's top down all the time? Is there any reason why this can't be done in a 3D way?
I mean, I've seen tactical.
You know what I mean? Like
games-
where it's from a first-person perspective. Where you're
Well-
like, okay, and then you can pull up from your, like, yeah, I don't know what it's supposed to be, like things floating above you, like drones or whatever, to look at the bigger battlefield, but then go down and be like, okay, I'm actually operating this from a point of, like, first person.
Well, so, okay, I think that the reason that you wouldn't want to do that is going to be because, like, if it was a turn-based game, it would be really boring to go manually control a turn-based game, right? Like,
Would it?
You just you tell somebody to go somewhere and then you pick like the attack button, right? So it's not like you have to aim with the controller or anything like that.
Well, I just mean like you look down, you can go like, oh, this is what they see from their point of view. Like right now, we see it from a cone on the screen. Why shouldn't we see it from a first-person point of view and say, oh, this is what they see?
Well, I also think it would be really difficult. That you would have a lot less like awareness, like situational awareness of what's going on the
way you
battlefield.
could mix this with FPS elements, like when the combat happens, as opposed to like it just being like, and the dice rolled, and this is the amount of hits you did. Where when it gets to the combat decision you made, you get to first person shoot it.
I think that that probably wouldn't appeal very much to the people that like these sorts of games, because I feel like you're into an interesting kind of mental exercise where you say, generally speaking, I think the reason that tactics games appeal to people is because they're able to kind of like visualize the squad movement and set up like fields of fire and
no,
stuff.
I get all that, but I don't see why you can't have both.
Because, well, okay, so I think that the reason, or what would seem logical to me, is that once you introduce the a real-time aspect into it, then your player is going to have to be able to, like, you know, aim a gun and shoot it, right?
Sure.
So, like, that's not a skill set you need to play most tactics games, because
Right, but we're not talking about most tactics games. We're talking about like the evolution of the genre. Like, doesn't that seem like a thing that people might want? Like the best of both worlds?
I don't see. I can only speak for myself, but I don't think that the people that like these sorts of games would be into that, because I think that they would see the whatever the real time aspect was as like a hindrance. Like that they wouldn't that wouldn't be as appealing the reason they play a game like this is because they aren't interested in playing a game where you've got to line up the iron sights and shoot the gun at the person.
I'll tell you, for me right now, like
but-
as a person who doesn't generally play tactics games,
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in that
Sure.
myself.
Sure.
Where I would go, I would be interested in FPS that incorporates tactics stuff into it, where it's like, it's tactics-based play, but when you get down to the moment of firing your gun, you're doing it for
But you have to aim it manually.
or the movement that you do. Here's where you're having to go, and then it shows you from a first-person perspective.
There's a game called Valkyria Chronicles does something that's similar to that, but again, I think that I don't know that it. I think that a lot of this too comes from the evolution of where these types of games come from, in that they
Oh, Jesus.
they probably started, or I'm pretty sure that these are an offshoot of wargaming, right? Like, back in the old days when people would
Sure.
set up the big grid and then you put the little chips on it, right?
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think that the people, to me, it seems like it's an interesting idea, and I think that there are games out there that do that, that do kind of partially what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I think that for the
It just feels like we're fighting against a wall of the next thing. And I'm always going, what's the next thing in games? I keep thinking, where are we going from here? Like, I mean, everyone wants to say VR, but it's clearly not there yet. You know?
I think that, one of the things is that I think that this type of game is a very niche category to begin with.
It is. But still, there's an appeal to it. So why not try to mix it with a different type of appeal and see what happens?
God damn it. Where's my cone for this thing? Oh.
So do you want to hear a good rock story with famous people in it that relates?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I don't know what
so
that
you know the band
means.
Guar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guar, famous rock, like punk rock band. who
Yeah.
Dress up as big demons on stage.
Sure.
And they splash the audience with blood and gore. So I grew up in Richmond, Virginia. I grew up in Fredericksburg, Virginia, but I went to college in Richmond, where they're from.
Okay.
My next door neighbor was the lead guy from Guar, Dave Brocky, who sadly passed away several years ago. Really sweet, just the sweetest, most huggable, also gigantic guy. Looks like one of the characters in these games. But he lived next door to me. I was like, holy shit, you're Dave Brocky from Guar. He would bring us all into the studio, and we got to see how they built the crazy costumes that basically looked like the monsters from the Gears of War games.
Oh, Jesus.
They were.
Whoops.
Dave was super, super dorky for what you're talking about. Those huge, have a giant table with a map on it.
Yeah.
Like where they had been playing when I met him, the Stalingrad World War II.
Yeah.
For like 3 years. They had a table that was covering their entire living room. A huge, like 10 foot by 7 foot table that was just their living room with this huge map that they had started with the game and then built onto themselves. And that's what they did with their spare time.
Yeah.
Was that. And I never understood it, Jeff. I was always like, wait, so how does this work? Like, well, we get together like twice a week and we play it. I was like, so what happens in a typical gaming session? It's like, well, not a lot, actually. Like, it takes a long time to move to any. And I feel like when I play tactics games, I always think about Dave Brocky, whose life was exciting and fun and full of creativity, spending, 6 hours twice a week worried about moving 3 centimeters on a map.
Sure. I mean, I think that you're just looking at a kind of a, oh God, fuck you so much. Fuck that guy. God, if my guns had bullets in them, I could beat this.
Wait, you don't have, okay.
Like 2 of my guns only shoot once, and so I have to use a whole turn to reload. So they only get like.
That was a ridiculously bad call on your part.
I agree. I agree. I don't know. Or I do know. I just wasn't paying enough attention when I was assigning equipment.
I would like to apologize to the Rage Select fans out there for Jeff's terrible decision making.
Damn it!
Do you just lose a guy?
He was downed. When they go down, you can bring him back up, but they lose one of the pips, one of their little health pips,
yeah.
and if they lose all of them, then it's
Dead.
It's dead. Yeah. So,
Hey, why is he all Tron?
because they're in that shield. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sounds to me like this just really isn't your bag, as a genre. So
I mean, I had fun. I played XCOM. I like the XCOM games.
Mm-hmm.
I never finished any of them, but I had fun for a while.
well, it's nothing. I mean, not every game is for everybody. So
No, that's fair.
one of the complaints about this particular game is that these side missions, they artificially pad the game out, right? So you have all these kind of just make work missions, right? That you are forced to do if you want to continue playing the story. But I actually really enjoy these missions because I simply enjoy just the act of making a plan and then executing on it and succeeding essentially.
Sure.
That in and of itself is enough of a.
You're an organizer type.
Yeah, it's enough of a. It's enough of a thrill that I don't need anything else. So.
I'm more of the run in, shooting, and see what happens type myself.
The thing is that I don't even know really I've always wondered. I don't remember anybody ever teaching me how to play a game like this. Like that I just kind of played games and then sussed out.
Wow, what if it's organic in the human condition? What if... Wait, hold on, Jeff.
Uh-huh.
What if we know inherently how to play these games because we're playing one of these type of games?
What?
What if our whole life is just one of these games? What if we're just doing tactics?
Fuck's sake!
Jeff?
God damn it! God damn
Jeff,
it!
what if this is all a simulation?
Then I'm winning. I guess I'd be. If it was just all a simulation, I feel like I should be a lot better at it.
Not necessarily.
This guy.
You play games online. There's plenty of people who aren't as good as other people. Usually they're me.
This fucking guy over here. This fucking guy. God damn these guys.
Jeff does not want to get all existential this evening. He's like, I'm not just rejecting this. I'm moving away from it.
I'm just really mad at the sequence of events that have occurred in this, because I've been doing very well in this game, and I feel like as soon as I turned on the capture device, it was like, yeah, and then you just put one bullet in every gun, and none of the guns have any fucking bullets left in them. That was what you meant to do, right?
Yeah,
And it's
also probably
no.
didn't help that I'm being Seinfeld over here. Hey, what have you ever noticed?
Okay, just do that. It's fine. Haha, you shot your own guy, dumbass.
Is that what happened? I can't tell.
Yep.
If it was an FPS, I could tell.
Yeah? Well, here, how about that? Now we're a little closer. I'm going to run up and hit this guy with the
Stab him.
fucking thing.
There you go. Finally, first person.
Did the old goddamn fashioned way. Well, the most interesting thing about this is that, Gears in and of itself is a third-person action game, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there is actually kind of a version of what you're talking about, and it's just playing Gears of War, right?
Which is not a good game. Sorry. I know you guys love Gears of War. I don't know why, but I don't know why you like Halo that much either, but
I definitely understand that. There was a time when I probably would have said the exact same thing.
I don't think they're terrible games, mind you. I just was like, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was really, 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 really into Gears, and he always wanted me to play through the entire campaign with him, co-op. Right, he wanted me to sit there at his house and play split screen co-op all the way through the single player campaign, and I was just never that interested in doing that. But I feel like as these games have gone on further, they've gotten better. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there who probably have the exact opposite opinion, that think that since Cliffy B left, since Gears 3, that Gears 4 and 5 are both bad or worse or whatever.
I just don't have the context to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of the kind of spin-off stuff that they've done. I think it makes a really, really good tactics game, which you wouldn't necessarily expect for the beefy beefman from Beeftown
Do you
game.
know what the last tactics game I played was?
Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yeah, the first one,
Yeah,
Jeff.
the PlayStation one. I could see it.
I did like it, for the record. Is
Uh,
that a grenade? What's going on?
yeah,
Toxic
that's
capsule.
a poison grenade. I finally found the one thing that Jack can do to do some damage. So, all right, jack him up,
So to speak.
cloak. All right,
Stay out of trouble, Jack.
finally making progress here.
Are we?
Uh-huh.
It's hard to tell from my perspective.
This whole section used to be full of red baddie bads.
I guess that's true. Now
And
there's only half full of red
now
body bags.
there's none left. So
Jeff's all like, "Oh, we're making." He's like Julia Child over here, adding like, "Well, I want a little more butter." It's fine.
a little more bullets. All right, get out of there, you dumb shits. There you go. Haha, idiot. And you too.
Everyone's running out of ammo, Jeff. What are you gonna do?
That's- Spend my entire turn reloading their guns, apparently.
Oh, is that running out of ammo only means you're out of ammo for that clip?
Yes, it means I have to have them spend one of their action points, one of their APs,
I don't like it.
to reload.
I don't like it.
What do you mean you don't like
I
it?
don't like it.
You have to push a button to reload. You got to
Yes,
reload
but you
your
waste your
gun.
whole turn. You can't shoot anyone during that turn.
No, you waste an action point. You can still do stuff. You just have to take one of your action points to reload. So,
I kind of like the gangster one better, Jeff.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's
Had more character. This is just random monster mutant. It's like, well, you like Doom and I don't. I'm like, just there's no story here. There's no sense of a, I mean, I know gameplay means more to you and story means more to me. Like, I think is one of the differences we've discovered. Like, between us, I like rich story elements and like caricature and whatever. I like it be exaggerated and fun. And you're like, I want the gameplay to be ideal.
Well-
I'm like, I can deal with a lot of just okay gameplay and repetitive gameplay if the story and the characters are cool.
Well, the thing is, we have not touched the story or the characters of this game.
Oh, so that's there is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
There's a-
100%. Yes. Like, there is totally this, like, overarching story about the main character and, like,
And all the like drugs he's taking to make sure that his muscles are big.
yes. No, there's a totally a story. It's got twists, it's got turns, it's got character development, it's got the people winning and losing and coming to terms.
I believe you. I'm coming in the not even the middle of it, in the end of it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
like
like
at the-
my wife when I'm watching a series and I'm on the last episode and she's like, "This isn't very good, is it?" I'm like, "What? You don't even know." She's like, "Why would you say that?" I was like, "Because of like
There we go.
12 episodes of previous character development."
Right. Yeah, and the fact is, like I said, I'm showing you like this is like the mandatory filler mission. So this is mostly just about like what am I doing here? Like it actually does.
What are you doing?
I like the story quite a bit.
Okay. I believe
Do I
you.
have enough? I do have enough. Okay.
But
Let's-
it does seem like to have that generic, like military guys killing mutants.
Well, there's it would take a long time to explain
I
exactly
know.
what the fuck is
I
going
know.
on here, but
I know, but
basically
I believe
it's
you that
like
you're saying, is it better than the other Gears of War games?
it's different. It takes place it takes place it takes place kind of around the original. So Gears 4 and Gears 5 are like way in the future of the Gears franchise. So the first 3 take place kind of in the past, and then there's a prequel that takes place before that, and then these take place like in the like after 1, somewhere around there. I don't know. It's gonna be fine.
It's fine.
It's
It's
gonna be
fine.
fine.
I
It's gonna be
believe-
fine.
So
But-
the idea is that we came in right in the middle of like the point where plot is irrelevant, and we're just
not only that, but like normally most of these missions, when it's a story mission, it starts with a cutscene. The characters talk to each other. They've got like camera angles, and it's all cinematic and shit. And then they talk about what they're gonna do, and then they get out there and fucking do their thing in the world. So.
I liked it better when it was gangsters. I don't know what to tell you, Jeff.
No, I get it. I get it. And I definitely get that the Gears-o-verse or whatever you would call it is kind of an acquired taste. And I feel like I didn't like it for a long time. And then as I just kept playing all of the games for this show, eventually I found stuff to like for them. Like it wasn't something that I cottoned onto right away.
I get that.
Okay, let's see if we can get through. I think we only have, there's only three enemies left. So let's take care of these jerkadoodle-doos.
Jerkadoodle-doos.
Let's get, where did that guy run off to?
I'm going to steal that.
Okay. It's all of my jokes are Creative Commons open source.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
Attribution is all I require.
You know, I have a Creative Commons T-shirt. I wore it out once, and I got threatened because people thought it was a pro-communism shirt.
What?
So I never wore it again.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense.
Admittedly, it is red and yellow.
Okay.
Like red background, yellow text. Like it looks like a pro-communist shirt, which I guess it is technically, but you know.
Okay.
Do it. Kill him, Jeff.
I gotta make him. Oh, you know what? Fuck. I don't even. No, I'm not gonna do it. Hold on. Okay.
This like
smoke.
I don't understand why this wasn't the Queen's Gambit.
All right. So now he can't see me through the thing. Sniper, can you get an angle on this guy?
So you created a smoke bomb.
Uh-huh.
And that's what that round circle is below you there.
Yes. There was the red line that when it zoomed in on this guy up here, one of their snipers basically had my sniper bracketed in like an Overwatch position. So if she was to do anything, then it would have triggered that character to take a shot at her. So instead, I shot that smoke so that it broke line of sight and I could move her out of the danger area.
I stopped listening like 20 seconds
That's
ago.
fine. That's
Sorry.
mostly talking to myself. There we go. And
I was just like, I don't know what the hell. Like, I'm the same way with modern military movies. I'm just like, there's a point like, where'd you hear? And I'm like, I don't know. Just fucking do the thing. Stop talking about it. I'll get it when you show me.
wait a minute. Hold on. Ooh, actually,
Yeah, you could do that. Have you considered ripping apart with no mercy, Jeff?
well, he didn't have enough action points to move, but I forgot that support class character has a thing to give more action points to him. So now he can go up here and rip him apart. Show no mercy. Like that.
Wow.
And now he's out of ammo because he only has one frickin' shot.
You
So I'm
fucked
gonna
up on
shoot
that,
with
to be fair.
Shoot with the pistol. And Jack, just fucking let's just be done. So, because we're almost out of time, but we're also too. You can't shoot me at that. You dumbass. You can't shoot a sniper rifle at somebody when they're like 2 feet in front of your face.
Well, he just did.
Yeah, and he missed.
Oh,
Like
did
a
he?
dick, like a
Hard to
jerkety
tell.
dick jerk. Okay.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where you like walk in and people are playing like who really know what they're doing Magic the Gathering?
I have.
And you're like, oh, you guys play Magic the Gathering? I always wondered about this. And you sit down and like 5 minutes into it, you're like, okay, I gotta go because I don't know what the fuck is happening. That's what I'm experiencing here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, I take your word for it that it's good. I'm just saying, like, as an outside viewer, I'm going, you tapped your guy for mana. And
Sure.
he moved in and
Yeah.
but he used some obscure rule that they had to research to make sure it was okay. And, you know.
It's what's strange to me is, like I was saying before, like I don't know, like I never went to like a class or anything. I guess I just played these sorts of games long enough, and it was just like,
Well, you play all sorts of games long enough.
There we go.
You're Rage Slug, Jeff.
that's true.
You're like a hero.
I wouldn't say I'm a hero. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everyone else.
I have personally seen him jump into his pants where he would just like have
Well,
them
that
all
wasn't
set up, and he was like had a springboard, and he went and jumped into him.
That was an emergency.
I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did it. We won. I won. So I didn't do the
I
secondary
couldn't
objective.
tell, but okay.
But I got all these cases.
Hey man, high five.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's what Gears Tactics looks like when it's not running on my crappy PC, and I know what I'm doing. And 2 of my characters were hamstringed with stupid equipment choices.
And you still won.
And I still won.
Sort of.
A little bit. Anyway, that's the end. Like and subscribe. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Go to patreon.com/rage select. Helps out, kick us some bucks. In return, you get bonus videos as well as access to our lovely Discord server full of nicersons. I don't let the meanersons on there. So,
Can I just emphasize how important it really is to kick some bucks in? Because like I come in and do these things with you, as does a number of other people who really love what you do here at Rage Select, really supportive of what you do. And like, this is a major amount of your day, of your time, of what you do. You never stop working. You never stop putting out content. And that's important for people to be able to say, if you like this, throw them some bucks. Man, like if you driving by Taco Bell, like, you know what? Maybe today I won't get a double-decker taco. I will throw that $5 at Jeff instead. That actually makes a huge difference.
It does.
It really does. And if enough people out there who are listening to this and like this say, I'm going to throw my double-decker taco money at Jeff instead.
which I will also use for double-decker tacos, by the way.
To be fair, but he does have to actually exist.
But
That's
yeah,
just
I do
basic
have to
existence,
eat food
so.
in order to live. So
The point being is that this keeps going. Like, if you don't do that, this doesn't keep going.
yeah.
Right? There's a point that Jeff is going to have to say, I give up. I can't do this. You know?
That's true.
I can't do it.
That's true.
If you guys don't say, fine, I will take the moment to get onto your, well, I don't know how you do your pay scale here, but
Patreon. You just go to patreon.com/rage select.
insert your card or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and like say, yes, here is a little bit of money. I won't have to worry about it ever again. For you, it's a little bit of money, but for 100 of you guys, 100 people say my little bit of money, Jeff is doing great, and we put out a shit ton more of these.
That's true.
Why not do that?
Well, I tell you what, that's how they can give me money, but how can they give you money, Chris?
Well, pretty much the same thing, except at oneofus.net.
Oh, okay.
We could use that money as well. I mean, my life is oneofus.net. It's nonstop and Rage Select because, you know.
No, it's actually, it's funny because I only take 1 week off a year, and it's the week, we're at the end of that week when we're recording this. It's the week of after Christmas, right?
Yeah.
I have found it.
He's very religious.
I found it amazing how much game playing I've been able to do over this last week, just because I don't have to render videos or schedule things or get set up or do stuff. It reminds me of why I used to be able to play a lot more games, was because I used to just record like 2 days a week, and now I record like 5 days a
Look,
week.
just take the moment. I know that a large part of it isn't so much that you don't have the money or aren't like, oh, I don't want to support this, or I don't want to take. Just take the time. The hardest part for you isn't the money; it's the time. Just take the time. Just take a minute. Set up just kick him some bucks.
Wow. Thanks, Chris. You've made a really impassioned plea to the people.
Well,
out
it means
there.
a lot. It really does, because you put so much work into this.
I try. I do what I can.
I identify because I'm the same way with my site, oneofus.net. It's non-stop work.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who really love it and a lot of supporters, but like these people can only do so much, you know? It's like we need more people to support it for it to be able to keep going. I mean, part is like the amount of work it takes. It's a full-time job, is it not, Jeff?
Oh, yes. 100%. 100%.
It is way a full-time job.
Absolutely.
And you're being paid way less than a full-time job would for the amount of work and passion that you put into it. And we're the same way over here. We would do one of us movies and television shows, and we would love to have your support there as well. Support the people you really like out there. It's really important. I do it as well for people that I support and love out there. You know, do that. Let them know that you care about what they're doing.
All right. And with that, we're going to go and wrap it up. Join us back here tomorrow for another brand new video. We'll see you then.